President Joko Widodo has recognized Indonesia is falling behind in transitioning to a digital economy. He has warned the country's e-commerce sector to be prepared for aggressive global competition.
The government aims to see Indonesia's digital economy grow into a $130 billion market by 2020 through increased focus on development of e-commerce, connectivity and technological awareness. However, as the president has pointed out, Indonesia is lagging behind its neighbors. For example, Malaysia, which recently hosted the World Economic Forum on ASEAN, is boasting significant growth in its digital economy. Malaysia is reaping the benefits of its multimedia super corridor established 20 years ago. By providing the modern facility equipped with state-of-the-art infrastructure, Malaysia has enjoyed a steady flow of foreign firms setting up on its shores. The country has generated 238 billion ringgit worth of investment, 3,800 companies investing into its MSC, creating 160,000 high-paying jobs, with salaries around 2.5 times above its domestic income average. Chief Executive of Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, Yasmin Mahmud, says, though the industry is very much mobilized by the private sector, there are a number of things the governments need to get right.
The first one is around the education and human capital development policies that we have in place. ASEAN, for instance, Malaysia and ASEAN, we have got the luxury of having 40% of our population at below 30 years. There's not many countries can claim that, not even China, and definitely not the Western world. But how do we make sure that we tap on this young generation to move from being who they are now, which are digital natives and digital consumers, to move them into digital producers. One of the things that Malaysia has put in place together with the Ministry of Education is to ensure that computer science is being embedded in school curriculum.
MDEC is a Malaysian government agency specializing in communications and information technology, which serves as advisor to the government on legislation, policy, as well as setting standards for ICT and multimedia operations, facilitating Malaysia's transition to the digital economy. Yasmin notes President Jokowi has been very vocal and forthcoming in his emphasis on connectivity and Indonesia's digital economic transition. Yasmin adds there's a great optimism abound, coupled with tremendous potential in the country's digital economy. However, Indonesia must get the fundamentals right.
The potential of digital economy is tremendous, I think, in Indonesia because of the population. There is the population base and the online, the online access. But Indonesia has to get some fundamentals right and to leapfrog into some of the fundamentals. For instance, in connectivity. Malaysia, put in the emphasis around connectivity 20 years ago. But over the years, we've had to struggle with speed versus access. And Indonesia, unlike Singapore, which does not have an issue with access because of the geographical is very concentrated. But countries like Malaysia, even because we have the rural areas, we have the East Malaysia, and what more with Indonesia? The fact that access is going to be a major challenge.
MDEC has recently signed a partnership agreement with local venture capital firm Kejora to facilitate digital investment between the two countries. The Investment Coordinating Board notes the country's e-commerce and digital sector have been struggling with financing, while realized investments have significantly dropped in the past 2 years. A recent presidential decree has been issued to make e-commerce and venture capital sectors more fertile grounds for foreign investment growth.